The Quebec Court of Appeal has upheld the province's controversial secularism law in its entirety. The law prevents some civil servants, including teachers and police officers, from wearing religious symbols like hijabs while on the job. Let's go to Quibina Odoro, who's on the ground in Montreal. First off, Quibina, tell us about this court decision.
So, Hannah, the court decision is being upheld. It says that the whole law will be upheld. Now, in the decision, it found that the law does not infringe on people's rights, but the parts that may are blocked by a notwithstanding clause. Now, this is the latest step in a 5-year legal battle. Now, originally, the lower court ruling said that it would uphold most of the law, but it made an exception for English school boards, saying that they should be exempted because of their minority language situation. Now, earlier today, Francois Legault was asked about the bill before the decision came out, and he defended the law.
With the Bill 21, I think we have a consensus. I think it's a balanced law. Some people would have liked that we go further. Some think that we went too far. But I think if we compare ourselves, for example, with France, I think it's a very reasonable law. And I want to protect this consensus in Quebec.
Now, Quibina, what's been the reaction to the decision? We're hearing a lot so far.
The reaction is a bit of mixed feelings. Like the Parti Québécois said that they're happy about the court ruling, but they're not going to be too happy because this is not done. They know that it's not done. We spoke to a group that is in support of a secular Quebec, and they say that this is a win for all Quebecers, English-speaking and French Quebecers as well. And then we have the English Montreal School Board, who is very upset with the decision, especially with the reversal that would have gave them an exemption. And the Quebec Community Groups Network says that they are really upset about losing, but they will keep fighting for the rights of the minority people in Quebec. Now, I'm also here with the Canadian Civil Liberties Association, and I'm here with Noah Medal Saint Aviv. And how do you feel about the decision?
We are very disappointed. It's a very sad, heart-wrenching day for the people who are affected by the law, for their communities, as well as every person who believes in universal values of equality and freedom of religion. It's a tough decision, but we are going to keep fighting. There is reason to believe, and we have to keep fighting for justice, for freedom, in the courts and with the public.
And how do you feel about the use of the notwithstanding clause?
The notwithstanding clause was used here to trample the rights of minority groups, and the whole purpose of the Charter in a constitutional democracy is to protect minority groups. Majorities vote for what they want, and minority groups need additional protections. That's why we have a Charter of Rights and Freedoms. The notwithstanding clause should never be used to violate the rights of minority groups, religious groups, racialized groups, which are the people who are affected by Bill 21. So we are absolutely opposed to it and absolutely opposed to what happened, but we are going to fight with our partners, with the many people in Quebec who have voiced their opposition.
Thank you very much. And Hannah, the bill has affected many people in Quebec already. We spoke to one teacher who moved from Montreal to Vancouver to continue teaching, and she says that even though she's enjoying teaching in Vancouver, she had to give up a lot to get there.
It changed my life drastically. I had to leave my home. I had to leave my family, my friends, go to a new province that I've never been to before, acclimatize myself to a new curriculum and just start from zero. And I know from my students that I teach, they ask me many questions, I ask them many questions, and there's that mutual respect. And because of that, we connect on a human level. And I feel bad for those students who don't get to have those human exposures, because when they enter the real world, it's going to be the first time that they meet people who are very different to them.
A little bit.
Now, she says that she would move back to Quebec if the law was completely eliminated, because her family is here and she did build a life in Quebec, so she would come back. But as for now, with the decision that's happening, that's not going to happen. And this fight is not over. There is like people who believe, among the legal experts, that this will go to the Supreme Court of Canada. And Hannah, that could take years to figure out.
Kwabena Odoro in Montreal, thank you.